What's up, YouTube? And today we're back with another blog post. Today we visit a website titled StudyItOnline. G for G, which stands for Game for Girls. And we have the author called Mamasan, who wrote an article titled 10 Maternal Signs on How to Tell a Woman is Not a Slut. And it was written on October 8th, 2009. Let's begin. So it starts off with the author deciding to create their own list comprised of thoughts from old-fashioned moms, dads, and quote-unquote guys who know how to actually pick a woman. And together they created 10 maternal signs. And if a woman were to be compared to these signs and she passes the checklist, you should wipe her up. So number 1 on the list, she is modestly dressed even in the peak of summer. The main point here is that she is not trying to attack male attention with her clothing, right? There is no advertising of sexual availability through her clothes, and one potential way to point her out in a crowd is that she is noticeably simply for being more conservative relative to those around her, perhaps wearing something that is loosely fitting or comfortable versus something that is skin tight and revealing. Number 2, she behaves politely but not capitulating. She behaves civilly to everyone within reason, and she is well-mannered, says please and thank you to people serving her, and shows respect to her elders. She also knows how to politely turn down sexual advances from men. Number 3, she is well-groomed, but for real. If she wears makeup at all, it is for work, special occasions, or to cover a scar. She is said to like her face and skin to feel clean and likes to smell good, and in most cases, had a mom who was hounding her about hygiene and neatness. She is comfortable in her own skin and appears as clean as if she came out of a fresh wash of laundry. Number 4, hearts and teddy bears, unicorns, and handicrafts. She wears t-shirts that she painted herself and knows what an applique is. She weaves friendly bracelets for her friends and can make friendly pins, barrettes, and necklaces. Arts and crafts are one of her favorite hobbies. Number 5, her hands smell faintly of onions. She likes to cook, and she cooks often enough that no matter how much she washes her hands or what kind of hand lotion she wears, the smell of onions is locked into her pores. If she doesn't smell like onions, it smells like cinnamon, nutmeg, and allspice. And let me add maybe everything nice. Number 6, she is a real athlete. Her idea of sports is more than aerobics or riding a bike that goes nowhere. She isn't a pro, but she takes what she does seriously. From something as simple as a walk to maybe something more complicated like weightlifting. Her body confidence is real, and she knows enough about personal victory that she doesn't need to bolster her ego through men. Number 7, she talks about her dad or family in the first lengthy conversation. By the time you've had a real talk with her, she's told you about her parents in positive terms. And she'll also probably tell you how she was raised and if she adheres to that. She gives us the impression that she is looking for a committed relationship and looking for someone who is husband material. Number 8, she's escorted, especially after dark. She doesn't normally go out at night, but if she does, she is escorted with other people. And she's mostly out during the day, and the friends that she's with will normally have to approve of you if you want to date her. Number 9, she has an air of innocence. This is hard to find, but it's something that you know it when you encounter it. She's a sensitive person who believes in love and romance. She believes people don't mean her harm, so she is vulnerable to the lying predatory type. You'll feel protective or territorial about her and may have a fear of losing her or seeing her harmed. And last one, number 10. She loves kids and kids love her. Babies smile at her because she reminds them of their mom. And old grannies call her beautiful, and kids ask her for help. And if for some reason she were to scold a kid, they won't talk back to her. So we've gone through this list, and I have to say, the list reminds me of like a girly girl who is nurturing but firm, caring but self-respected, loves life and enjoys people. She's optimistic and inspiring, sweet and funny, fragile, and in need of protecting. It's a list that men will want to take and hope to find a love that they can marry, like an untouched woman. A woman whose heart wasn't destroyed and is still pure, never have been tainted from the dating circuit. It's as if to say she'll be forever young at heart, who's able to keep her newness because she's always keeping her potential to love. Ultimately, living her life in a way that preserves her value. Perhaps this is the blueprint we as men should all seek. And all in all, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. If you feel that you have learned something from this video or want to discuss something further, please leave a comment down below. I'm always happy to chat with you, and I'll see you next time.